My wonderful people of Biafra and lovers of freedom, I welcome you to Scholante TV, where we bring to you news that concerns restoration of Biafra and freedom all over the world. In this video, you will hear the people that plotted coup against the United States of Biafran's government and ran out on the social media first to begin to lie to the people of Biafra using the men on the ground. But before we dive into it, let me quickly welcome back to my channel those of you that have been following my videos, and if you're new, I welcome you and urge you to do well to click that like button, subscribe to my channel, press that bell icon so anytime I upload another video you will be notified. Other than that, let's go straight into it.
When we talk about our freedom, when I go the best. When we talk about our freedom, I go the best.
Finance Minister, welcome to the station.
Thank you, Honorable Sonny Aparawa. Let us really make it happen, and it's through his effort we're able to get Michael Rubin in, the Eritrea president as well, and Dog that spoke 3 days ago. So all this have been his good job. When I spoke at the convention, we have one of our good friends from the Amazonia. At the time, I said he made my job easy because on his closing remark, he emphasized more about money, money. He said what we need now is money. Number one, money. Why do we need money? We know what money can do. We need money so we can be able to get the logistic, the equipment we need to defend our land. Because our land needs to be defended, our land needs to be protected. And for any meaningful Biafra, please, I urge you, I beg you. Our security back home is touching. That is a red line. Don't mess with them. Disease from it. Don't be enemy of Biafra. If you are doing that, that means you are our enemy. And if you are indirectly or directly trying to stop our fundraising, that means you are enemy of Biafra as well. Our account, our security is a red flag, it's a red line for anyone to mess with it. What changes for the past 2.5 weeks? I would say for the past 2 weeks, our Prime Minister is here with us. And everything is going very smooth. We haven't had problem when it comes to the financial department. So what changes? We need to ask ourselves some serious questions.
Okay, my people, let's start from here. Okay, as he is saying what he's saying in this video, he asked a question and he asked what changed. He now said that they had not been having issues regarding to finance, but after gathering all the things that I've gathered and heard from many people, I found out that this problem started long time ago, okay, but has just been managed by our PM, and it has continued like that. So he asking what changed and saying that they have never had any problem is a lie. Okay, he knows that there has been problems, not one, problems, but he claimed that they never had issues. And remember that he just jumped out to the public and began to expose the things that have been going on since 2 years, but being managed by our PM. But he jumped out with the media team because he felt that he had already bought these guys. Okay, because the day this thing happened, that they came out, if you are reading the comments that day, you will see that many people were supporting them because people were oblivious. Now, before I even continue playing this video for you guys to hear, prior to this video, why did he jump out and start talking all these things? There was a memo that came out from the COS office, and in that memo she said that fundraising of that Saturday has to be postponed, okay, to the next week. Never said that it will stop, just for that one Saturday. And they came out and began to do this video. Then prior to that, a memo came out of suspension of somebody called Success. Nobody said anything. But what really brought these guys out is actually this postponement of the fundraising. Now, he said that there was nothing like any issues before PM absence, which is a lie. So going forward, you guys will still hear and know that this issue has been in existence before the time they started doing all these things. So this is number one lie that he started with.
Our men on ground and our finance department is a red flag for anyone to mess with. Before our leader, our Prime Minister, was called for questioning, we have not complained, we have not had any problem, and our leader have not as well make any adjustment or complain about it. The question is that what changes? What is the problem? Please, our fundraising the same way.
Okay, my people, he said that he had no problem and our PM never asked for any changes and all that, but he hasn't as of now, okay, in this video said anything regarding to the reason why the changes were to be made. Okay, so but just follow this conversation very well.
We've been doing it for more than 1 month, 2, 3, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and it's working for us. Our Prime Minister said any mechanism, anything that we are doing that works for us, you don't change it. Our fundraising, the way we have been operating in the finance department, have been perfectly working, more than 100%. The problem we have, we just encourage more Biafras to support so that we can be able to get everything that we need, everything that was required. Our weekly fundraising still remains as usual. Nothing have changed. Tomorrow is Friday. On Saturday, our fundraising as usual 7 p.m. Biafran time. And on Sunday, we will be having a de facto fundraising. Don't fight our fundraising. Don't fight the source of the fund. If you do that, you are enemy of Biafran people. Please desist from that. And for every rep and admin, both continental, nothing have changed.
Okay, my people. All right. Do you know that this guy, his office is the office of a finance minister, as they called it? Okay. He is in charge of the finance. He's not the boss. Okay. He's not even the second in command. Neither is he the third in command. He is not. So I wonder what effrontery that he has to be challenging the office of our prime minister, because that is what he's doing. And people are supporting him because they are oblivious of the situation. Many people that are championing or cheering this guy are not in the cabinet. They don't know where this whole nonsense started and why this guy is doing what he's doing. And when the people that are inside began to say things, because they have been trying to hold themselves, but when the thing escalated, many people began to say a lot of things that have happened. My people, I'm shocked that many Biafrans still did not believe. They still held on to the nonsense, manipulative informations that they have heard from these people. In fact, the main people that are the evil that I see in this division and trying to bring our freedom, the movement that we are already gotten to the pinnacle, they are trying to rubbish everything. These are three people. Their leader is Ogenkere, this guy talking, the finance minister. Chiamaka Ajere, Sonny Abarawa. These are the three people. Now, you guys will be shocked that when information began to fly from everywhere, we now started hearing that this guy has created cabal in Brigi. And I now flashed back and recalled that our PM one time shouted with anger that any form of cabal will not be tolerated. He said it with anger, and he said that thing over and over again. So with the whole thing happening right now, we've realized that this guy has been building around himself a cabal. So that is exactly what is playing. At first, he is talking all these things. We are thinking, or some people we are thinking, that he is so passionate, to be taking care of the men on the ground, because that's what happened on that Thursday, that they started all this nonsense, because they were the people that took the secrets that happened in the cabinet out to the public, by doing this so-called press briefing. That is where the whole nonsense started. He is now claiming that everything has been going well But why changing? While he is not the leader, the COS took over, because in the absence of the Prime Minister, the only person that is close is the COS. Now, the COS took over and wanted to know how the finance is, so that she will know how to carry on the leadership from that side. This guy refused to respond to her. Not only her, the whole cabinet, because she normally does things with the whole cabinet. But prior to this, there are so many things that you guys will be hearing subsequently, because I calmed down, never posted a video on this, wanted to just wait and gather all the informations before I start. Now, I've seen the enemy within. So this guy, all the things that he will be saying here, as if that he doesn't know what is going on, but this is an orchestrated insubordination, or should I even call it treason, because he is trying to take control to become the leader, and COS is the lioness herself, who nobody intimidates, refused for him to intimidate her, and that is why all this nonsense are happening. So this guy tried to now use that small thing to come to the public and begin to cause confusion. Okay, so that is exactly what is going on here.
Less than 2.5 weeks, we cannot change the table to where we don't know where the ship is going. We have a way that we've been doing it, and it's working. So that way that is working, we still stand on that rock that is not shaking. And I, as a finance minister, I have not been paid to do this. It's voluntary. Why? At the same time, I'm contributing on my own as well, of which I am the pillar of the successful convention that we embarked on in Finland. For those that don't know, without me standing here before you, we're not going to have a venue where we will hold our convention.
My people, did you hear his boasting? That he is the pillar. Okay? He is the pillar of the convention. Without him, the hall will not be paid. Nothing would have happened. So we are watching, and as you are watching, you are seeing the Elon Musk of Biafra. But this Elon Musk that is called the finance minister as of then was asked to bring his record, okay, and make accounts, so that the person that is in the leadership and the cabinet, okay, the people that are on top, we know what our finance status is, so that they will now know how to go about it. He refused. And what I'm saying is what happened even before the absence of our PM. Our PM had called this guy. In fact, our PM with the cabinet, not just PM. You know, this is a government. It's not about the PM. It's about the government. Okay, the cabinet of the government. The cabinet called a meeting, called all the financial people, both home and abroad, to report the account. Okay, and the one in the homeland did the report. Okay, Ogenkere gave excuse. He didn't come. And they said the day that he even came, he opened his camera and insulted everybody and left. So now people will be saying, why did PM not fire him immediately? But that is what has been going on, and PM tried to manage the situation. Okay, so what he's saying, like there hadn't been a problem, is a lie, and he knows, but he's just a liar, right? COS now took over as the person now acting in the absence of the PM. She has to know the situation of our account before the fundraising will continue. This guy refused to oblige to the calling that the cabinet called him. My people, and the same guy is here boasting that he is the man that made Finland Convention to happen, while you were asked to give account of the finance so that they will know where we were as of the time. But you refused, and still claiming that you are the one doing everything. But Biafrans have been contributing. So the question is, where has the money Biafrans have been contributing going to? If it is not in that account that you are managing, every time they said, when they call this man, he will always say that there is no money. Even a week after fundraising, there is no money. Every time there is no money. So where is all the money being raised in fundraising go to? That is the question. And he is here boasting to the people that he is the one making things happen. So my people, if you are following somebody, make sure you are sure of what you are doing. If you are not privy to information, ask people that are inside. In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let your words be established. Ask people that have been in the cabinet. In that cabinet, nobody takes, even PM doesn't take decision, most of the decisions, without the cabinet approval. That's how the government has been running. If you guys don't know, we've gathered this information that this guy is paying a whole lot of people. And what you'll be asking is, which money is he even paying them? It's still the Biafran money, because this guy is using this account as his own personal account. If you can't give accountability of the account you are managing, it shows that you are not transparent. So anything that you are saying will not be trusted, and that is how it is. So this guy has been claiming to be doing all the things, giving Biafrans money, doing this, while we don't know whether it's true or not, because nobody knows what is going on in that account. So if you are a leader, are you going to still continue with this kind of person? And you've not even done anything, he has come out to the public and begin to insult you. So let's continue listening and hear the rest of the things that he will say.
I make it happen. During the time when our leader, Prime Minister, was here with us, he never dragged our men on ground. He never bring them to the public. Most people don't even know who they are. Please, we should respectfully protect their identity. We know the country that we are fighting, they are dangerous. We have some strategic positions that the Biafran people don't even know who operate in that capacity. Why trying to bring them out at this time to the public. Is there anyone trying to sabotage what we are doing?
Some of you said the PA of the Prime Minister was suspended. Will you suspend the PA of the Prime Minister when the Prime Minister is not here? Or you are supposed to suspend him when the Prime Minister is here?
Okay, so my people, you heard him saying this thing. Okay, he's now talking about the men on the ground, and he's saying that nobody should bring the men on the ground to the public. But the last time I checked, nobody brought anybody to the public except them doing it right now. Okay, in this video, they came out to the public and began to say all these things. Nobody even knew what they were saying until they started saying it. The only thing that happened was the suspension, right, of the person called Success, and it was done by the COS. And COS is someone that is in place in the position of our PM today. She knows everything. Okay, this man claims to be the person that knows everything, but no, he's not. If PM wanted him to be the COS, which is the chief of the whole staffs, so to be the person in control of every other ministers, he could have done it, but he didn't choose him. So why did he think that he is the one that knows much? He has the first-hand information. So he is not. So talking about the people that are bringing the men on the ground to the public, he is the one. He is the one doing it. Many people don't even know who Success is, but some people are now branding him the PA of our PM. So that's what is going on. And now, because he was suspended or sacked, any which one, now the one that is at Barawa is now saying that nobody has the right to suspend or sack him. That is only the Prime Minister, while the COS is actually the Prime Minister that is acting today, and she has the right to dismiss anybody that is not cooperating with the cabinet and the government. She has the right, and that right should not be questioned, because she is not actually acting independently. She is acting with the agreement of the whole cabinet. So they don't act as a autocratic government. Okay, so they actually do democratic within the cabinet. So it's very, very, different. So this guy is now asking this flimsy or nonsense question. It doesn't make sense at all.
The PM of the Prime Minister when the Prime Minister is not here. I hope I'm still coming out. Finance Minister, can you still hear me?
Yeah, you're coming out.
You're coming out live and direct. Go ahead. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, you see, as the third person just appeared, he's been on the background. Chiamaka Jere. These are the people that have been perpetuating these heinous evil plans. Okay, so, and their time is up. And they will see it. And if you can flash back, people that started with us at Barawa and this guy have actually betrayed this movement in the past. Yes, Chiamaka Jere insulted our PM, called him all manner of names, and later came back. At Barawa joined the Idu people and later came back. So they betrayed the movement and later came back. And today they are now betraying again. Nobody knew this guy called finance minister that is insulting the Biafran people here. For him to say that he is the one that made something happen. All the people that contributed money, he didn't think about nobody except himself. That's really pathetic, okay? And it's unacceptable.
Right. If the PA of the Prime Minister was suspended, the Prime Minister stay where he is and say they should suspend his PA? So, Prime Minister should have suspended.
When they ask question, you will be wondering whether these people are intelligent at all. These are Marawa that claims to be intelligent. Or, when you are doing some nonsense, shady things, you'll be acting like a moron. That's exactly what he's doing right now. If someone is a PA to the person, in the person's absence, don't you think that the person doesn't have a job anymore? Because the person that you are working for is no longer available. So if it is actually the PA, as you people claim that he is the PA, the moment our PM was no longer available, his job ceases to exist. So and you are here saying the opposite. That's really funny.
That is PA when he was here, not when he is not here. And now, the defense of Biafra land with the same PA or Prime Minister that we're talking about is the linkage to our angels on ground. So why will you be asking the question that the PA or Prime Minister was suspended? On what ground?
Why all of a sudden we want to change it on behalf of him?
Now, this guy always asking questions as if he doesn't even know anything, but he knows what he's doing. Talking about this guy they called the PA. We will still hear from the COS, but I just want to build this because a lot of things have actually happened. So this will be the first part of this video. There will be series of them that I will bring out. So some of the things that happened last week before the CEO responded to few things that she even touched. So we will hear her response in subsequent video. So but right now I'm trying to just touch one or two things from this their briefing, the genesis of the whole brouhaha that is happening on the social media today, and that the enemies are laughing, but who cares? As long as the government is focused, they are doing what they are doing. And I pity people that are following this guy, because for a long time he's been planning this thing. This is actually coup d'etat. He wanted to even become the PM. Okay, yeah, that has been his plan. So, and you will still even see that he is even angry. But when we get there, we will see the changing of the date from that 2nd of December got this man angry. So what you will ask yourself is, why is he getting angry over the change of dates? I thought that the happiness should be that finally we declared what we wanted and we have our nation being declared. But this guy was so infuriated. Now this guy asking about PA this, PA that. The person that is the second in command called this guy several times, which we will hear the details from the COS. But this guy refused to oblige. So, and they are here talking nonsense. Anyways, let's continue.
Our Prime Minister never complained. Do we even know who his PA is? A lot of people don't know. Why do we want to drag his PA to the public now? Is there any interior motive? Have the Prime Minister tell you who his PA is before? Why now? That is the question I keep asking. And the same way that our Prime Minister, I'm the Finance Minister, so I know how we run it. I know how we dispatch our duty. So I'm the first-hand witness before anybody. So I will tell you, the same way that I have been dispatching my duty, nothing have changed. No one don't mess with our angel. Don't mess with the men on ground. Don't try to defund them. If you defund them, what will you gain? If anything happens to them, we know those who hold accountable. We have not brought them to discussion before for more than 1-2 years now. Why now? We have not come at any time, talk about our account and bring our account to discussion or questioning before. Why now? We remember the time of accountability. Emeka, Livingstone, and Coup. Where are they? That's why I say reflect back years ago.
Okay, let me mention something because he has actually pointed a lot of things out. Okay, now he started by saying that he is the only one that is, the first hand to our PM's information. At least we can understand when this kind of statement begins to come out. It only comes out from saboteurs. You can remember Caro White, Ifani Ejiofor barrister. Okay, he said that he is the only most trusted person of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So when someone begins to say things like this, just know that he's planning something. And this one is saying that he is the only one that knows and close firsthand to our PM. Okay, and that he is the one that has link to the men on the ground. So he has already taken the position of finance minister and the position of defense minister. So, and you will be hearing what he's talking about that position, and it's funny.
And for whoever disease from it, don't fight the Biafran people. Don't fight the government indirectly. Don't try to defund what we are doing in the name of you are trying to protect it.
And again, I forgot to mention that he said defunding the police. You see, that this is what they use to get the minds and hearts of our people on that day. Okay, so because they needed this fundraising desperately, the guy needed the fundraising. Nobody knows what goes on with that account. That's why COS says that they should, because she called him many times, he refused to answer, and because she can't begin to build something on something that she doesn't know how the foundation is and what is going on. So she said, okay, if he doesn't want to respond to work with her, that she can't continue working with someone that doesn't want to work with her. Okay, now there was a postponement of the fundraising to the next week, but this guy refused. That's why they came out and started causing this problem and division. that people today are accusing Adadi Orama of exposing these evil people. But the time this man was going around talking all this nonsense on this day, and after this day, they went on. From that day, they started doing Zoom meetings, or should I say, spaces, hosting spaces. And that is the next video that you will be watching, because I'm gonna be bringing these things now. After I've come to conclude that these are the evil people that we have within the Briggy cabinet, and they have been exposed. And what they don't know is that PM is watching everything that is happening, and thank God for that. But at least before then, we have to expose evil, because some people may not even think along the side. Some of the things he's saying or he said in this video, the lies, deceit, that is just what I'm pointing out. You can't come and be saying that you are the one. He's warning the defense minister, because he's claiming that he is the one that is acting in that capacity. What you will ask yourself is, why then do we have defense minister? Why would our PM choose someone that he doesn't trust? If the guy is not a trustworthy person, he wouldn't have chosen him. The most delicate position in this struggle is defense, not finance even. Defense, then finance. Because even if you have the finance, if the person in defense is a crook, then our men can never be sustained. They will always be killed. So, but if you secure the men, but finance has issue, there will be even another way to get finance. But if the defense minister is an enemy, then we are building on a sand. So it doesn't make sense. And PM hasn't fired this guy, and even in the new list, the guy is still there, because I even see this guy. He's someone that I believe PM believes in him and does his work very well. So it's just really funny that finance minister is doing the work of defense. He does the work of diplomat. He's the one going to meet Mr. B, Mr. A, and today he's boasting about that he goes to Washington DC. He does this, he does that. So he does so many, he interferes in so many capacities, offices, and that is why he thinks that he is now the leader. He's now disobeying the leadership of the COS, and because she is a woman as well, it makes him go crazy.
Ask yourself a question if you mean well. And for Biafrans, don't be a fool and put your money in an account that is not sanctioned. Our Prime Minister is just not with us for more than 1-2 weeks now. All of a sudden, account want to change, everything want to change. Why now? Our Prime Minister is not dead. He will be with us shortly. Why not even exercise patience? What going on? We need to ask ourselves serious questions. Thank you.
Ask Prime Minister to go accountable.
The worst lies, or should I say the biggest lies that I heard in this video is this question that he asked here. Why changing the account? As of this time, COS never said anything about changing any account. No. In fact, she doesn't even... What happened was that she called this guy to give account of the money he's having with him, and this guy refused. They tried calling him several times. When you hear several times, just know that it's more than 2 times. It could be 5 times, it could be 3 times, it could be 4 and above. and he refused. And not only COS calling, the cabinet. So after that, now COS now presented the new dimension mandate account, which is not actually a new account. That account has been in existence since 2 years ago, and that is even the pillar of this struggle, because the information that I have regarding to that account is that that account is where the people that are in the group called the New Dimension Group or Mandate Group, okay, they are people that do heavy donations, okay. So that is the group, and COS is actually one of the people managing that account, and also our former US North and South American North and South America coordinator or rep, that is Pharmacy Diana. And Pharmacist Diana is another formidable person in this movement. PM doesn't joke with her as well, okay. So she has been managing that account. Now today she is now the finance minister, and she is the one managing the finance. Now this guy saying that the finance this guy saying that our COS is changing the account is a lie. She never changed any account. Even the one that she's brought today that they are saying that is new account, that is fake, even them that were once in the cabinet, they know that is a lie. They know that they are lying to our people, and our people that are not even looking very well. PM tweeted that account on his page, okay, and you can see that the account is the same account that PM tweeted, the last one, that is the new mandate account. So but they want to, when they want to paint their narrative, they will always lie to be able to deceive people. That is what, and anybody that is lying, what you have to ask yourself is, what is the motive? If they can conjure things, then why? And if he's been claiming that he's been, that he's been doing very well and everything, then why? And he has money, that he is the pillar and this, then why are you always crying for fundraising? You always want fundraising. Then people will donate. You will not want to give account of the money that comes into your possession, and which is very I've never even seen an organization that will not do account of the money that they are collecting. I have never seen that, okay. Auditing in large companies, there must be auditing department. There must be auditing department. The people that do the auditing, they always cross-checks, every activities that are going on within their account. So this guy is just a liar and a deceiver, or all of them that are in their group.
One big question. Why didn't you ask Prime Minister to do accountability for you? Why will you now come and ask me to do accountability for you now? No, you should ask Prime Minister to do accountability. For all of you that want accountability, go and call Prime Minister and say, Prime Minister, come and do accountability for me. I want all of you to cut this side off and tell whoever wants accountability that he should first tell Prime Minister to do accountability for him or her. When you tell Prime Minister like that, then I will say that you are able to talk. It's not when Prime Minister is not here. You now call the people that he gave work to do. You say, come and do accountability. I see somebody writing message and say, are you the defense minister? I thought some of you say that the same work that Prime Minister will give to defense minister, he will give to another person and then you will not know. So but the two of them will be doing the same work, but you will not know. So maybe the Prime Minister gave part of the job to the defense minister and then gave part to another person that you did not know. The person that the Prime Minister gave the job, they know themselves. So allow when we see that our men are not doing their work and they are complaining that they are not doing what they are supposed to do. Don't go and start a problem where there is no problem.
If you're one of those parading yourself as a defense minister or you know more about defense in the homeland, stop it. This is for me. Remember, a week ago, I called you, asked you a question. I told you, what did our Prime Minister say? You know what you said. You said you shouldn't talk to them. You know what I mean. And stop deceiving Biafran people.
You see, these guys are lying, okay? How can PM be telling a defense minister not to talk to people and he's saying in the homeland? Do you have defense in abroad that you are managing? Defense minister is specifically for the homeland because that's where the men are. And you are here talking that you want him. How can you? How dare you? Okay, so this is how they are lying, conjoining things, and it's terrible. Okay, it's terrible.
Stop parading yourself, because what you are doing not only going to hurt you later on, because that will really cause damage on you. When everything is finally revealed, stop deceiving, not because our Prime Minister is not here. When our Prime Minister was here, I don't see you parading yourself, acting the way you are. I don't want to mention your name, you know who you are. You already been warned by our Prime Minister, not because he didn't make it public. You don't have hand in the homeland. This is from it. And within you, the individual I'm talking about now himself.
You see how this guy lies, okay? So why would Prime Minister make someone a defense minister while he doesn't want the person to work? If the guy has done something that is terrible, that position is sensitive, he would have fired him immediately. Okay, so you thinking that he's not, you see, the defense of our land, in our land, is something that is big. There are many places that our men are. Maybe this guy is handling so many camps and all that, and maybe you have this guy is just this finance minister just has something that PM sent him or something, and he now thinks that he is the one in charge. You see, when someone is always pompous, thinking that he is the man, that's how he thinks. He thinks that everything revolves around him, that he is the only person. No, the one that is in Barawa is saying that the defense, the one that is at Barawa is just so. This is how it is. Anyway, my people, that is why I will be drawing the curtain. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe, for you to know that all these things that you've heard in this video, It's just for you to know how desperate this guy is, and he's still claiming that he has money, that he's the one doing everything. But he doesn't want to be he doesn't want anybody to check him. He doesn't want anything. He doesn't want accountability. And they brought about the era of accountability. But that time was the time a group of people that formed cabal again started questioning our PM. They were asking PM. They were not in the position to ask for accountability. Okay, so the person in the leadership has the power, okay, to ask for accountability. So COS is not those people. She's not those people that they are referring in this video. COS is like PM. Just like PM is telling you to, which PM even did, come and give account. He ran away. Never did that. Okay, till today. And COS now took position and say, no, you must do it. And he refused. They called him several times. He refused to come. Then what do you expect someone in the leadership to do without knowing what is happening within their account? So you say that she will still endorse people going to donate in the same account that she has no access. She cannot even know how the money is being run. If people don't know, this COS we are talking about, she is well to do. Okay, she has that capacity. She's not poor herself. This guy that is boasting, okay, does not even equate this woman in all ramifications. No capacity that he, even the finance that he's claiming that he has money, he does not even match her. Because if he has money, why is he now lamenting about donation? Why is he not showing the account for people to see? All the money he claims that he's giving Biafrans, you will hear from the COS herself. He borrows the money. He borrows the money to Biafrans and they pay him back. Okay, the Biafran government pays back to him. It's just like helping, just like as people are donating. He does his own, just borrowing. He doesn't even, so many times that they say that he donates, you hear him call 1,000, 10,000. They say nobody sees the receipts. So how will you accept that nonsense? And every day he will claiming or showing people that he has money. And me myself, I thought that he even gives very big money. But little did I know that he never showed his receipts. So how will you now confirm that he really redeemed those pledges? Because he will just use mouth and say, I give 1,000, I give 2,000, without showing people the receipts. How can anybody believe that? Biafrans, let's be wise and follow the government. We are not following individual. If COS begins to go a different direction tomorrow, we will still do what? We will still call her out. Why we deviated from the DOS people was not because of that we didn't want them to be in charge. No, we were even happy to hear from the second person until they came and started some things that we thought that would have, gone like that, like sit at home, especially. And them saying that they are counseling it, that's where the problem started. Because sit at home should have continued. If they cancelled it just 1 week, no problem. But they said it should be cancelled entirely. And not only that, they said that protests should cease, that people should only be going to Kenyan embassy or whatever, and which was red flag. So nobody should be using all those kind of people and accountability people to equate this moment. COS is acting in the absence of our PM, and which is rightfully so. Okay, so this is where I will draw the curtain. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do that, and like, subscribe, share the video, and press that bell icon so anytime I come online. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do that. Press that like button, click on that bell notification icon so that anytime I come online you will be well notified. Other than that, peace out.